This is gonna have to do. Just got back from the store, so I'm crinkling around some fucking bags over here. It's been a hectic and weird day, and I'm kind of ready for this to start anyway. So I'm glad to be here. Probably. Let's see if this audio is fine. If it's not, then glad. Alright, cool. That's good enough, I guess. I wish it wasn't buzzing, but I need, I got an Amazon wish list. I need the fucking XLR cable off that, but I'm not gonna get that and not rent, and I've gotta really cram some stuff in order to get the 150 I need, so I'm gonna focus on that and not the XLR cable. But for those of you new to this channel, this is the Vlogstream, and this stream is designed for me to address comments that were posted during the week. Because I can see 5 concurrent viewers, and that's not usual, which generally means that that there are some people who are new and not quite familiar with it yet. Hello, Valor. You are familiar with it. And I'm calling it Consume because I only just now got dinner, and I need to eat, so this is going to be partial mukbang. I don't do this, but I'm going to eat on stream for you guys, because I need to eat from me, and you guys are here, so yeah, I already ate half my fucking shit. That's on the thing. So I already had a protein pancake and one taco. So now I got, and like also half the broccoli that was there. I'll post a picture of the plate previous to the thing on Twitter at some point. But yeah, so welcome to the 8 people who are tuning in to hear me rant about the comments that were posted this week. Yeah, I don't, because the thing is, like, I don't want this channel to become like one of those channels. I get really annoyed when people are doing that, when they turn it into a thing, like, really informal thing of, like, I'm gonna eat on camera. I want you to see me, like, noshing around the food in my fuckhole. Like, if that's what your channel is about, ace. Like, I'm subscribed to Matt Stoney and Furious Pete, and I watch First We Feast, but, like, you know, if it's not about food, then let's fucking not, because that's gross to hear in a very high-quality microphone. So I'm gonna be gross. Anyway, to those of you who are here, hello, welcome to hell. The stream is normally just informal shit anyway, so if you've got something you want me to talk about, I will address it fucking live. Because that's what I do every week, at least once. So that's the subject. That's where it is. I'm gonna open up the comments and see what there is to address. Yeah, well, so I don't know. Maybe I'm exaggerating, but to me, this is annoying. You know? I don't know why people would listen to this, but it's gonna be happening during part of this stream. So you're welcome. To the new people on this channel, realizing that, hey, this guy's fucking schizo and insane. And I gave it that thumbnail specifically for the new people, so that they would recognize, you know, hey, I hit subscribe on this fucking guy. So, yeah, welcome. The comments are normally addressed and liked and hearted live on stream, and then anything people want to discuss, they can post in chat, or they can let me know prior to, so that I can address them live, you know, because they're comments anyway. So, can you explain the drag all your food pics? Oh, so this is my oldest gift. I got it as a gift from an artist in a mall where I grew up. And, like, I mean, my early grow up. I grew up in the desert, in rural fucking nowhere. But, like, the place that I have really fond memories of before I was ripped out of there and sent to the desert, like, yeah, That place I had really good memories of, and this was a gift that somebody gave me because one of the eyes was missing. And now 2 of the eyes are missing. I don't know what happened to the other one, but it fell out, I guess. That doesn't matter to me. What matters to me is that it's a keepsake. I'm gonna pass it down to my fucking kids. So, like, yeah, it's got, like, everything, and it's, like, it's pewter. So, and it's, like, signed by the artist, Jazz Yare. So, if you're out there, Jasmine, hope you're still doing well and making kick-ass fucking art, because your shit was fucking tight, yo. Like, I still remember it from when I was 5. And also, I'm going to be getting, as soon as I can actually get enough cash flow up, I'll be getting a private mailbox so that people can shoot me shit if they want to. So, if you've got something that you want off your whatever, then you can do that. Yeah, rescind, because, like, actually there was a significant period of time in my adult life where I thought I just lost this. And my mother said she just found it one day and kept it until like I showed up. And so yeah, fucking really, it's like it's got this emotional connection. And I guess I didn't fully explain it because I put it in the food pic so that you guys can be sure that it's my food pic and not something I stole off Pinterest. Because if you see that, and also probably chopsticks and or the Sonic plush that I put in my my Chili Dog Wednesday pictures, then you'll know it's my food and not just something I fucking yanked from a soccer mom. Anyway, and that Sonic was a gift from a friend of mine, who probably doesn't want to be named. I don't know. I think she watches some of this stuff, so maybe she'll tell me that. But like, yeah, she's a martial arts friend, and also I helped her through some stuff and a few other things, and we were relatively like close friends before I moved to Spokane, so that's a thing, and she gave me that and a Knuckles. And said that the condition was that I couldn't sell them. And I said, yeah, no, I'm not going to fucking sell them. So I have not sold them, and they have been sitting on my desk this whole time. So, anyway, those things and them. Gonna actually read the comments now. The stream yesterday was a very good stream, I think, and it was a very successful one. In terms of numbers, if you guys have somebody you want on my channel to discuss some shit, feel free to hit me up. And also, if you want me on somebody else's channel, feel free to hit me up, because I'm willing to be, interviewed. I've got some things to promote, and I'm also willing to interview other people. Like, Ace, we go back pretty far, and we, like, have mutual enemies in a lot of ways. So it was good to have him on. Okay, so dude, this guy's going way back. Holy shit, I think he's a cop. I think I see a little fucking cop star in his fucking profile picture. It would be hilarious if a cop found my channel and were like, but his name is John Boy, and this was on Vlog 3. The Pledge of Allegiance is cult grooming. No, it's not. The Pledge of Allegiance is not a cult. What's wrong with loving your country? I never said the Pledge of Allegiance is a cult. I said it's for cult grooming. Were you paying too much attention to that flag and too little attention to learning how to fucking read? You know what things are a cult? LGBTQ, leftism, wokeism, Black Lives Matter, pro-choice, feminism, veganism, climate change-obsessed people, Antifa, and the Democratic Party. Yeah, you're not in a cult at all, right there. Yeah, you're not just repeating things somebody told you. Fucking, fucking hilarious. Okay, yeah, that doesn't get a thumb or heart. Holy shit. So, that was a video I did real early on in my vlog series where I went over the fact that the Pledge of Allegiance itself is a problem because kids don't understand the issues well enough. To understand, like, from kindergarten onward that they're pledging allegiance to this fucking empire. They don't understand it, and you're getting them young intentionally. That's fucking grooming. I don't give a shit. So he can cry about that if he wants. Actually, you know what? I'll just say, um, cry more tears, trumpet. Anyway, so that was a thing. I got a chat comment here. Jeremiah? What made you like Sonic? That's from Valor. So, the first thing that exposed me to it was like I started to like play games with my sister a lot, and she had a GameCube, and that GameCube had a copy of Sonic Adventure, a director's cut. Now, I was frustrated with that game. You know, some of the mechanics were pretty bad because of the port, but I loved the vibe and I loved the characters. I liked the whole like we're gonna go fuck up this government, you know, thing, and you know it was great. It was a really good thing to be like a 10-year-old with. Um, I think that was about how old. And so like that was my first exposure, and we would like switch off levels as brother and sister, and we would like, you know, eventually move on to Adventure 2, which has literal multiplayer, so that was nice. And it also has Chow Gardens in both, so we would competitively raise Chow. It was a good way to bond with my sister. And then I got a copy of a game called Sonic Mega Collection Plus, which is a collection of Sonic games and also other games from Sega. And so I became a real big Sega nerd. And it also came with a bunch of extras, including like concept art and comics. And the comics were what really did it, because they were politically and philosophically interesting. And I'm not making that up. And so I started to really pour into that shit. And I got like, you know, very much into the plot lines and shit. So that's what started it off, and it sort of like it was something my sister and I could reliably discuss. It was something my you know family wouldn't look too far down on, you know, and it was something that had a thriving community. So yeah, and then it sort of showed me the way to a more freedom mentality, because I was trending pretty fascist in high school, and yeah, they aren't fascist. So it helped me sort of address a lot of psychological things. It was good for my psychology. It was good for my bonding with my family, and it was good in a variety of other ways. Great music, fun art, cool characters, lots of TV shows. Like it was a real full experience, and I haven't turned back. Like, I'm into other stuff. That's the thing people don't get. Like, I know as much about, like, Silent Hill or, you know, the Splinter Cell series, except the last game, which I still haven't been able to play because I'm not going to pirate it. I appreciate the Splinter Cell series, and I don't have money. So, um, like, Splinter Cell series, like, there's so many series that I could, like, talk about forever. Um, Stephen King books. But like, this is something that's accessible that I can talk about with pretty much anyone, with relative impunity. So I do that, and it's also fun. He's very liberty oriented. I don't have to sacrifice basically any of my philosophy to promote Sonic. That's why. I hope that answers your question. I don't know. It was a long rambling thing, but yeah, as usual, I don't have like a script or anything. So, um, we got Ether saying this is a certified vlog stream classic on 4eyes. And yeah, that's the style. Is that if you look back at my previous vlog streams, you'll see that they're all disjointed and insane, and they all have intentionally uninviting thumbnails, just like everything else on this channel. Um, I've got fucking trending adult porn videos only on 4eyes. That's going away now. Bye. And I love how they're all in German. Like they know on some level I've got German blood, and they got to make sure that they get it in the right language. Sounds like something a anarchist would say. Well, see, my one gripe is that he becomes a king at one point in an alternate timeline, and that he supports, a monarchy. But it's not like he has a better choice. And I think if he had if he had the freedom to do so, because he finally crushed all sources of evil and forms of fascism and that sort of thing, I think he would probably just be free. And he wasn't like a tyrant ever, so it's one of those things where because it's a fictional world, they can use stuff like that to pad it without sacrificing the philosophy too much. So a thumb and a heart on certified Vlogstream classic. I forgot to do that. And then gamers are terrorists. That was where the DHS Vlog 127 was saying gamers need to be monitored like terrorists. They're fucking. We've got to get these gamers under control. These gamers are becoming extremists, so we've got to actively monitor their voice chat. And you can hear all the companies that are going to participate in that video, should you so choose. Cold Highway says, this is a rehash of gaming causes violence. Mortal Kombat, Columbine, Jack Thompson, etc. But turned up to 11. I would hope Sony, Microsoft, EA, Nintendo, etc. would push back against this by seeing what this really is, but I doubt it. Yeah, well, and also because they really already work with these people, and so does Twitch, so does everybody. Like, Twitch, it works with U.S. Army Esports, so who the fuck knows? Which is also grooming. Ether Vision says, if the Xbox party ever gets leaked, I'm gonna... I need to go to the vacuum cleaner guy. Yeah. For those of you just tuning in, I also haven't had dinner, so I'm fixing that. Welcome to the stream. So, yelling about Saudi investments for 16 minutes, vlog 108. Mr. Knight says, it's amazing how the media gets upset over golf, but not the arming of governments that regularly harm or kill their favorite people. The MSM can't choose between supporting LGBT and supporting anti-LGBT states unless it's Russia and their allies. Yeah, that's exactly the paradigm. You want the cult. It's the cult that's constantly against LGBT, but also the cult that claims not to be against them, but, is willing to arm people who publicly lash and execute them. Saudi Arabia sucks. Yeah, Vlogstream 21 plus mukbang. I don't do mukbangs for anyone who gets disappointed in the future because they don't see me eating. Ether says, well, because golf sucks. Okay. I can't really argue. I mean, it's mildly interesting if you're playing it, but it's certainly not a way I'd like to spend my time anymore. I would rather go do parkour. That's my way of... I did some parkour today. My hands are a little bit fucked up because of it. Like you can see, I got a little cut in my finger there. I'm mostly good about that, though. Like I'm pretty good at keeping the force flat on shit, so that I don't fuck up my hands when I go over a wall or something. Valor says golf is okay, but it gets boring quickly. Yeah, especially since part of the point of golf and the reasons elites like it so much is because they can be out on the middle of a course and get fucking meetings done because there's no mics there. It's very hard to bug an entire golf course or, listen in. So they have their meetings there because they're probably going to be private, and it's a place where the rich are normally at. So it goes totally well with cover. Tesla is on fire. Vlog 128. We've got Cold Highway saying, too many people in real liberty circles are blinded by Musk because he goes after wokeness. Yeah, and he barely does that. Mostly what he does is he does enough of that to get people on board, and then he does crypto market manipulations and con jobs and lies. He's a piece of fucking shit, and he's a technocrat and a totalitarian, and fucking libertarians suck his asshole through his cock. It sucks so much. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Anyway, I'm gonna thumb and a heart that one. And by the way, that's the kind of person that was down there, the fucking cop over there being, like, weirdly obsessed with that list of things. That's the kind of person who likes Elon Musk. I 100% fucking guarantee you that he is, like, breathing in that musk and, like, you know, coming a little. Anyway, interesting video about interesting CIA interests. We got Frank Harwald. The CIA was the org that helped to emigrate Nazis from post-World War II Germany into the U.S. and other countries, so no surprise here. Before the end of World War II, while the CIA was known as OSS and also helped socialist and communist intellectuals. This includes a lot of famous intellectuals from the Frankfurt School of Social Theory and Critical Philosophy, which are literally responsible for the inception of critical theory, escaped the Nazi regime into the U.S., Some of them got jobs in the OSS, others left the academia. Well, okay, but they would spend the next, like, you know, half century, like, violently policing communism globally. So I don't think that's really a point. But, like, I will say, yeah, I mean, they immigrated a lot of people who could be useful. But in the end run of it, like, the vast majority of the people they would go against would be communists and Ruskies and all, you know, whoever they could justify going against the left, they'd do it. So whoever those commies were, they weren't very powerful commies in the end run of it. So, I mean, they can be philosophers all they want, but honestly, that's just really good for COINTELPRO, because you've got people on the inside who know how these people think and are forming how they think. So I don't see that as anything more than just, like, you know, the same thing the Nazis had. Still a thumb and a heart, though, because it's a relatively in-depth comment, and I respect it. You know, the same thing the Nazis had in the early days, where they had, like, a left and a right wing, and then, after they got power, they cut off the left wing. Somehow, a party that has its roots in, you know, agitation for far-right causes cuts off its left wing in the Rum Purge. I wonder why. It's almost like they're Nazis and they're right-wingers, you know. So, yeah, I agree with the spirit of what you're saying, but, like, yeah, I mean, you should, yeah, I hope you see this comment here. It's on my stream. They're not building a control machine, they promised. Vlog 130. Jonas Grubbs says, your sarcasm is hilarious, man. Good work. Well, good to hear that. Thumb and a heart. I'm running out of comments, so I'm gonna like speed eat this half taco here, and you guys can post things in the chat to talk about. We're not. All right. So we got on Ace versus the Lying Bigots. We got Lockout Days saying, I like Ace. And I said already, feel free to sub then. Lots of stuff he'd like coming up. And yeah, he's a good guy, and I'm happy to nip this in the bud where I can. No need for these sorts of accusations that came to him, period. It's chicken, because beef is more expensive. I got 8 pounds of chicken for $7 today. So that should tell you why. Another taco. If you guys want to throw comments in chat, I'm going to speed eat this one too. I don't really do favorites of anything. Even Sonic is competitively favorite to a lot of other things. In terms of favorite songs, I couldn't even list you a top 100 because I like too many fucking songs. What I will say is if you haven't heard Agony Ecstasy, sorry, it's been a while since I looked at this song. Whatever, it's something in 8 parts by Manowar. I recommend that, and I also recommend Blood Milk and Sky by White Zombie. And of course, anything from the Sonic franchise. Or Silent Hill. If you like grating music inspired by Nine Inch Nails, go with the Silent Hill soundtrack. It's fucking excellent. Akira Yamaoka making his compositions exactly the right amount of extremely odd. Anyway, which song is good? Blood Milk and Sky. I've got Earth Nerd in chat saying that song is so good. LOL. Achilles, Agony, and Ecstasy in 8 parts. I don't know why that was so hard for me to remember, and I didn't look it up now either. I'm just like, yeah, that's what it was. I used to listen to that song on full blast in high school. It's fucking excellent. Like, that was back when I was starting to grow my hair out because I found out about, like, metal. And I decided I like metal. And now I've got, headbanger shoulders over here. Yeah. Fucking Beavis and Butthead impression. Anyway, we got one last comment and then a reply. Of course somebody's here. Franklin Roosevelt says, all of ASIS cohorts on Slurp Gang cut ties with him for being insufferable and for his utilitarian defense of things like child track. I'm gonna need to see a fucking citation for that, bruh. Because, when you just say it, I don't fucking care. And also, like, we've got the reply here from Harrison, saying his defense of things like child drag, to the extent that's what he said, is absolutely not utilitarian. He made a purely deontological argument based on libertarian principles. Yeah, I mean, I've never heard anything else from him. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw you a downvote on that because you didn't provide any proof. You're just coming here to spread bullshit. Pat the Cheesy says, what are your thoughts on MAGA communism? I think it's a meme. I don't care about it because it's like using the authoritarian communist fucking aesthetics, so I don't give a fucking shit about it, to be honest. I think it's funny, a little, but, to me it's funnier to laugh at things in a more pointed and philosophically sound way. And if I'm gonna go from a leftist perspective, I still can't recommend fucking Peter Coffin enough. Ether says, I am administering one downvote to your comment. Yeah, because fuck that guy. And also because, I gotta narrate what I'm doing because y'all can't see the back end and I'm not gonna show it. There might be something in there that's, like, actually bad, so I don't have it up on the screen, and I'm not at the level yet where it matters whether or not I'm, like, flashing the comments in, like, flashcard style, like, pre-prepared and shit. So, if anybody has anything else they would like to talk about, they can throw it in the chat. But, who wants to link the comment? A moment. Fucking broccoli. Broccoli's fucking great. I will never not like broccoli. I have broccoli with pink salt and MSG on it right now. That's all it needs because it's already fucking broccoli. Alright. Fucking pulling up the video because I can't just link the comment without that. It'll be up soon. And this was on Ace versus the Lying Bigots as well, of course. There was only one negative comment, though. Have I tried roasting broccoli? No, but also, no offense, that sounds awful. The idea of adding blackness to broccoli to me is just like, why? I like the fresh crunch and shit. A little olive oil, S&P, so good. What is S&P? Oh, salt and pepper. Okay. Yeah, well, I also don't have pepper, but I do still have quite a few of these. Maybe if I get some donations from the chat, if I get significantly like high enough amounts of donations from the chat, I'll eat one of these, or part of it anyway, because I don't want to waste the ingredient. Earth Nerd says that's how I feel about cauliflower, but like I like it though. I like both broccoli and cauliflower, but I like it fresh, you know, or like frozen. Like the idea of adding any sort of caramelization to that, I don't know. It seems off. I will try it. I'm not averse to trying it, although, to be clear, I'm going to use lard, because I use lard for everything. I just bought 4 pounds of it, so, you know. That's what I'll be using. I'm not going to buy olive oil just so that I can have olive oil. Olive oil, it's a thing you can have, I guess. Not sure you can roast frozen broccoli. I mean, I'm sure you could. I'm sure it would just be the process of drying it out first would probably be it. Here is the link. Oh shit, I already linked it. Never mind. I'm fucking dumb. But yeah, like, I fucking, the tacos, I caramelized some onions. I threw them in with some boiling quinoa and corn, and then threw some seasoned black beans onto that. Threw some pre-cooked chicken that I pre-cooked myself, with a blend of like garlic, onion, fucking a bunch of stuff, just added to it. And I did all of that, and then like threw that in with some of the gel that comes off it, because I keep the drippings in my from my chicken. You know, there's stuff I did. It was good. I made enough filling for my morning chimichanga, and then I fucking came in with this evening. So, is there any subject anyone would like to discuss in comments? Or in the chat, anyway. If not, just beware. I am willing to go on shows and willing to have people on mine. So, that's the standard going forward. I liked how well the stream did yesterday, and you know, we can talk about some serious shit with your audience and my audience, if you want to get in on that. And of course, if you like these sorts of disjointed rants, feel free to join my email newsletter. There's the link in the description. So, I haven't lost any subscribers for this stream. That's fucking surprising. Normally, when I gain any amount of subscribers at all, and I do one of my vlog streams, they at least one of them drops off, because like they realize, oh yeah, this guy's just a fucking insane conspiracy theorist schizo poster, who talks about Sonic as well. And I'm like, yeah, guilty as fucking charged. Time to shove this down my fuckhole. Earth Nerd says, I wonder if it drops me off because I use mini player sometimes. That might be. Or it might just think you're idle or whatever. I don't know. What matters to me isn't that, though, because people aren't gonna stick around anyway. Like, a large amount of them are just gonna walk when they realize how fucking insane and disjointed I am. So, if I see somebody dropping off in the concurrent viewers thing, I'm just gonna be like, okay, makes sense. Hope you have a good evening. Rasin says it was a great show yesterday. Good. Good to hear. Valor says you should subscribe. I think that's what those emojis mean. Not 100% sure. But, yeah, I mean, I'm hoping to have shows like that regularly as possible. I'm going to send a message to somebody. She says, I like this little group. Yeah, if it ever actually blows up and gets fucking huge, that's going to be a weird thing in order to address all the comments. You know? That's going to be weird. Also, go sub to the AgoristNexus podcast. We've got a cool interview guest next Saturday who I think you guys are familiar with. So, we've got Me Too in the comments. So, I hope you get revenge, you know? Anyway, the stream will conclude if there's nothing somebody wants me to bring up. And if that's the case, there's email newsletter. I hope as many of you subscribe to that as possible. I'm going to post my wish list in here because I might as well. And any of you are free to throw shit at that if you want. Because basically, once I get a bigger SSD, I'll be able to run the higher intensity programs better. Because right now, my SSD is almost full of all the programs I use. So, that's the next thing on my list is an XLR cable and the SSD. Ether said I brought up something in my last comment. Oh, okay. Where? The only thing I see is the administering one downvote and link the comment, please. There's a possibility it got suppressed. I didn't delete any comments, but I don't see any comments from you until then, scrolling back. So if you did say something more than the link the comment please thing, then you're free to re-say it and I will talk about it. I will say some words online. And if any of you have something you want me to talk about as well, you can feel free to throw words at me and I will throw words at you. Here is the wish list in question. Before you posted the link... Yeah, I don't see anything from you. Yeah. You're free to retype. Sometimes YouTube will straight up get rid of things, and I don't know. I don't have any control over that. Troll of the Purpose says, or cheap, get a cheap spinny disc and use a $5 tray to plug it in place of DVD. See, but no. And the reason I wouldn't do that is because HDD is easily corruptible, and the whole point is that it's, supposed to be to speed up my software and let me get more high-speed software. It's not going to be high speed on an HDD. That's the point. And it's less space in my box. This SDD I have linked is an M2, and it'll just shove into place. I still can't see the comment. No. Okay. Send it to me in your server, and I will respond to it from there, because I don't know why it's not showing up, whatever it is. I will be in there, and I will wait to see what you're saying. In the meantime, if anybody has anything that they want to words at me, they can words at me, and I will words back. Or actually, I'm just going to shove this broccoli while he writes that comment, I guess. Oh, okay, he's going to write it in private. Oh, okay. He says, last week somebody threatened to dox me because I wouldn't admit Luna wasn't real. And to be honest, it's the funniest shit when someone flips out over that. Yeah, it's that, and you remember we had a little bit of solidarity with that because... like you have your thing with Luna that people get very upset about, and I've had my thing with Sonic for a significant amount of time, and so I know that feel when you talk about it and it pisses somebody off by default. Valor wants to know how old I am. Well, okay, I'm gonna give you the opportunity to guess how old I am, and I'll tell you if you're over or under. Ether says Fillinator moment. Yeah, dude, he was fucking cancer. He got real used to the bullying mentality in school, and he just decided to put it on Discord and forgot that I was the one who ran the server and could fucking own his shit. Rasin says, FYI, I tried Discord, but I'm too lame or old to learn it. I gave it a shot. Well, I mean, that's up to you, but it's not that hard. It's just, my server is very complicated. Valor says, 20 to 30 IDK, I'm bad with ages. Well, get something specific, because otherwise it's not fun. You're not supposed to talk with food in your mouth, but I'm breaking that rule, so. I don't want to shove this broccoli down. And of course, I'm triggering Earth Nerd because she gets this pathological frustration with broccoli. So I think that's pretty funny. She's going to show up in the comments again and be like, no, don't talk about broccoli. You put that broccoli down. Anyway, once Valor guesses an age, I will reveal. Because it's always funny to see how... okay, I'm 30. So, you guys were 1 year off. I was born in 92, the year Trent Reznor and 9 Inch Nails won a Grammy for a song that said fist fuck. I'm not going to play Clash Royale either because I don't like phone games. And because I don't like games that are like, you know, cycled like that to begin with. I'm looking forward to Sonic Frontiers though. Personally, that's what I'm looking forward to. Looks fucking awesome. Earthnerd says hashtag Team Brussels Sprouts. You gotta put no spaces, otherwise the hashtag breaks. Valor says close enough. Yeah, well, but the fact that I am, younger than that, it's just another sign that I'm doing something good for my fucking skin and shit. Ether Visions, Clash is good. Okay. You can say that. I don't like looking... Okay, so here's my problem with phones. Here's where I get to conspiracy rant a little. I've got a camera pointed directly at me. I've got this... I've got to charge my phone. I've got this camera pointed directly at me. I'm fucking around with my thumbs or with my fingers and shit like that, right? I'm focused on it. I've always got it in my pocket, so it's a temptation to pull it out in public when I should just be, like, being outside and touching grass and shit. And it's also an inferior platform for anything, because you've got your hands in the way of the literal screen. It'd be like holding up a controller in front of the screen that you're playing, like, Fortnite on or something. It's, it obscures part of the view. The controls aren't tactile, like I can't move a manual thing like this. It's not as good, Make a video playing Don't Starve and trying to make it to day 20 without dying. I might. I have to find, because I'm 100% sure that I have a copy somewhere. I need to find it. I just, there's a lot of keys that I have that I haven't plugged in yet. Rasin says I could be 23 easily. Good to hear. I've been told that too. So, if nobody else has anything they would like to chat about, then this stream will conclude at about 45 minutes. No, No, but like, okay, so Ether, the problem isn't that I don't know how to search in Steam. The problem is that the keys were bought on third-party sites, or like given on third-party sites, like, you know, Humble or Fanatical or something. And so like I just legit don't know where it is. It's one of my disorganization problems. Like, for instance, I got like over 1,000 tabs open right now, and no signs of them closing. So yeah, them. But yeah, if y'all... Oh, and also, let me bring this up because I want to. And because fuck people. So, the thing is, I've been repeatedly fucking sea-lioned by this cunt who will not get out of my DMs. Those of you who follow Jeremiah EXE already know about this situation and who it is. I'm not going to say it because I'm not going to give his platform any more fucking notoriety. That's what he wants. But basically, he's coming at me, continually insulting me, and calling me a variety of interesting names, up to and including racial slurs that don't apply to me. So I think that's pretty amusing. Because I won't debate him. Has he given me a topic? No. Has he stated terms? No. But he did get somebody who's willing to moderate this debate, who didn't know the subject or terms either, because he doesn't know how moderation or debates work. Like, internet discourse has been poisoned. Debate is dead. Nobody debates when they say debate. It's not a debate. It's just fucking an argument. It's no better than yelling at your neighbor. When you're yelling at your neighbor about, like, you know, some noise or something, you're not debating with him. You're yelling at him. There's no intellectual, you know, intercourse. There's no fucking, like, exchange. It's just fucking yelling and trying to assert superiority, interrupting. To call that a debate is to completely debase the concept of debate. And shut the fuck up, if that's you. This includes Vouch. This includes Destiny. It includes a wide variety of a significant amount of internet debaters. What's my response to that? Okay, I guess I'll just read that because I don't want to fucking repeat shit. One moment. So, my response is, here's a tip. If you want to debate me, don't immediately come at me with disrespect. Actually have a subject in mind, and an impartial moderator who has agreed to that. Most people's idea of debate is anything but, and they've never had a serious one in their life. E.g., this guy. And I also went on to say, and by the way, I was removed because he was talking about his girlfriend's group, who he treats pretty poorly, and who is totally okay with defending him even after talking shit about him in my server before she left. But the point is that I was like... And by the way, I was removed after successfully defending myself from 5 of you losers at once. This was after she muted me and objected to any criticism at all. And if need be, I can post the screenshots here too. Sunlight and disinfectant and all. You lot wouldn't know a debate. And I said, this guy's an absolute loser, and pretty much everyone with prolonged contact agrees with me on not entertaining his dumb, deluded ego fest. But I'm sure it would be a productive conversation and an actual intellectual debate, and all of us are wrong about this. LMAO Discord. And I also said, by the way, if there's actually something you want to debate me on, you can tell me what it is, and we can potentially schedule something. Long as you don't come at me like these hacks do, it should be simple to set up. Bigotry and other forms of irrationality are not debates. Because all they were doing is hurling slurs at me for fucking ever. You know? That's all they were doing. Because they have jack fucking shit. They don't know anything about the subjects I talk about. And they, like, have no actual response to anything I say. They just say, debate me, bro. Debate me, bro. I want to get your clout off of you because you've been working at this a lot longer and harder than I have. And I need your fucking clout because I've never amounted to anything or done anything or taken any real risks. So, debate me, bro. Debate me, bro. You know, that's what it's all about with these people. Fucking debate me. I don't know what the subject is. I'm just saying, debate me. Debate me. Indulge my ego. Give me free fucking promotion and free content on my fucking channel. Debate me. It's asinine. It's so low energy, low IQ bullshit. And these people suck asshole through a wet paper bag. Ether wants to debate about Luna. I'm good on that one. But what I would say is, you know, if people know people who disagree with anarchy as a concept, who disagree with, you know, my takes on the police or the troops or anything like that, you can, you know, hit me up, right? Yeah, Valor's like, debate me now. Yeah, it's 100% just that. It's asinine and I hate it, and I think, you know, it's a prime symptom of internet culture that this is the way things are. Like, holy fucking shit. It's not a debate if it's not structured. It's not a debate if you don't have time. It's not a debate if you don't have, you know, fucking rules and like a lack of fallacies. All it is yelling at each other. You can yell at anybody. It doesn't make that a fucking debate. It makes you a loud fucking cunt who's used to getting your way. And I'm not going to indulge your ego. Sorry you're too fucking fragile to understand that. Debate me even if I don't know the topic, Valor. Yeah, basically. Anyway, again, also, this was after, you know, a prolonged amount of time in a server with somebody who claimed to be my friend and who now blocks me and talks incessant shit about me behind my back. I'm good sounds like quitter talk. I mean, yeah, I'm quitting before it starts because it's dumb, and these people should not be indulged. I'm following the old 4chan adage of don't feed the trolls unless you want them bigger, you know? Pat the Cheesy says Twitter discourse is cancerous. Yep, yeah. So, yeah, that was my week. Y'all are free to continue leaving comments on the channel and continue like supporting this if you do. Yeah. Oh, I meant debating me, not those other guys. Well, so okay, here's the thing. In terms of hell of a boss, obviously, I actually, and here's my thing. I'm upset that it's getting canceled. I want like 18 seasons of that. I feel like it could stretch. And I think that these people are caving to online pressure, which was one of the reasons I didn't join in the bandwagon of disliking, you know, Vivzy. Because I don't even know that anything that was being said about her was true, and I've been slandered and libeled before. So I wasn't going to join in on that, and I feel like there was probably much more to the story. Earth Nerd says, it's more fun to toss around ideas, and if it lands in debate, fine. Yeah, but they weren't even willing to do that. They didn't have any fucking points against anything I said, and then eventually just said that I was talking too much. I thought it was getting canceled. Like, after the second season, I thought they were on their last season now. You should look into that. The next episode is coming out. Yeah, but okay, so the next episode is coming out, right? And it's gonna come out with like the last seasons because it's being canceled. Like they're giving up, and I really hope they change their mind on that. All right, I'll look this up. I could be wrong. If I am wrong, then I will say so. Hell of a boss canceled. I might maybe have just believed a rumor. Because I'm seeing that, like, there's a lot of sites talking about it being canceled, but none of them actually have a source. I'm glad, because I thought that she had, like, succumbed to a pressure campaign, and that would suck, especially for a show that was supposed to be, like, you know, transgressive and shit. Jeremiah being wrong? Yeah. See, I'm willing to admit it, though. Like, when people prove me wrong, or when they challenge me, I look it up and I find out I'm wrong, it's not hard for me to just say it, because I want to be right. So if I'm not, then this helps me be right in the future. So, thank you for helping me be right in the future. And I was definitely wrong right now. Yeah. And also, if anybody can find areas where, like, they think I'm wrong, I'm receptive to reason in that regard. So, I want to know when I'm wrong so that I can not be wrong and fucking waste my time. I'm not getting time back. You know, my future is finite, and if I can spend less of it with a bad foundation, that's what I would rather do. Rescind says, it's been good. Your streams are chill. Earth Nerd, are you on the Cancer's Twitter? She says, I am Rescind. My username is anarchist. Yeah. A lot of the people who are here are from Twitter because I've been on Twitter longer than any other platform. I've been on Twitter for 13, going on 14 fucking years now, and it's every bit as bad as it sounds. And getting worse. Especially with the fucking circles that they've got now. Like, oh, we want to make Twitter more inclusive and open and shit. Let's have literal circle jerks built into the platform. I call them circles. I'll only show my tweets to a certain group of people, and only those people can respond. That's fucking great. I can't. Ooh. Ether says, I think you may be confused it for episode 9 being canceled. That's a possibility, but I could swear that it was just getting canceled. And I don't know where I got that information. I guess it certainly wasn't from the official source, because nobody else was citing one. Unless this is like Mandela effect. I can just blame alternate universes for me misremembering things. That's what a lot of the Mandela effect people are doing. They're just like, I can't possibly be wrong. It must be the Mandela effect. Like, Rescind says, you're the only reason I stay on Twitter. Well, good and bad to hear, because it's a fucking shithole with the worst. Ether says, for apparent legal reasons, leaks. Yeah, possibly. Possibly might be where I got it from, and then I just assumed that they were going to stop it there. I don't fucking know. The Coachella effect. I don't know. Is that a specific reference to something? Because, yeah, if it's just another name for Mandela effect, that would be funny. But if you're trying to get me to think that the Coachella effect is like, what the Mandela effect was always called, then we're on different dimensional planes, man. We're communicating off vibes, strictly vibes, like that transphobic dipshit loser the other day was saying, like, where the we just need to vibrate higher, man, and that'll defeat the lizard people. Fucking that guy sucked so much. Harrison Wells can vouch for that. I'm gonna be on a stream with him on Sunday, so tomorrow actually. And that stream is going to involve like discussions of CBDC and shit, and a bunch of other shit. And when you misremember a lyric. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, like, I'll be honest, and he can confirm that guy was a fucking loser. We can laugh about that for a bit. Holy shit, do I dislike that guy. Anyway. Ether. So this will be the last chat thing I address when you say what you're alsoing after Earth Nerd. I think we followed each other when you were on his show. I really liked what you had to say, so I went and found you there. Good to hear. The guy going around Discord posting illegal kitty pics in my... Oh, yeah. And that was good to see. I I hope as many people reported that loser as possible. And, you know, his stupid username, IRapeKid666, anybody with a username like that should immediately be removed. I don't care. I don't fucking care. Like, I don't know what he's doing. He could be talking about the best shit ever. So, good. Progress was made. Oh, by the way, if anybody has anything like that they want to send, like, in terms of, like, people to take down who are doing shit like that, feel free, because I might have some people who could do something. Pat the Cheesy says that username just made me shiver. Rescind says that just made my day. Valor says good. Good. Cool. Anyway, y'all should subscribe to my email list if you want to throw some money so that I can get rent. Feel free. And I'm going to play some D&D for a bit. And then, yeah, gonna get back to making hella content tomorrow, because there's going to be a lot that's going to happen tomorrow and the next day. And by the end of next week, we're going to send out another email on AgoristNexus about a bunch of goings-on. So stay tuned, subscribe to this, subscribe to that email. There's lots of stuff. Lots of stuff. Lots of stuff. Anyway, be well all. Smash the fucking state.